There is this gentleman on Instagram. He's pretty popular on Instagram. He's from New York City. He lives in New York City. He calls himself the doctor. Or the surgeon, or what, I think the doctor, something like that. And he's one of those fashion Soho, dudes. He's super into like the high fashion and wearing all those weird clothes and different clothes. And it's cool. Sometimes I mess with what he's putting out and what he's wearing, and it's cool. But then there's times when he's the type of dude that'll put on a full like a pink dress or something like that and do stuff like that, right? But again, he's very popular. He does a Instagram thing where he calls it like the third thing, and his name is the third thing. So he
I think I actually see him.
Yeah, and it's like, and he does like, oh, like for life, like I don't know if you heard him do that thing, and he's like shitting me, like that's him. So that's the doctor. The doctor, much like a lot of other men these days, have been getting their nails painted. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a thing now. A lot of guys, they're getting the nails painted and they're doing the nail thing.
You wish you could do this with your man. I took my girl to
get my fault, but we'll play it in a minute. So he went and did that. Now, in this video, I saw this video the other day. He's been doing a nail thing, so that wasn't like a surprise to me the other day. So that wasn't really what I wanted to talk about exactly. But in this video, he demonstrates him and his girlfriend, which a lot of people were surprised, I guess, that he had a girlfriend, because if you paint your nails, you must be gay. So he has the girlfriend, and him and his girlfriend went to go get their nails done, and he posted this, and he kind of put, was like, okay, me and my girl, we went to go get our nails done, and they did it together. The idea was that he had to get whatever she got, and obviously the comment section was a travesty. Yeah, it was booming. Like, men were obviously felt a way about this. And then, of course, a couple ladies, too, were like, nah, this ain't it. This is very feminine. Guys need to stop doing this. They just following all the rappers. And then there was some ladies in there that was like, damn, I wish my man would go with me to go get our nails done. You get what I'm saying? And it was interesting to me because I was just like, wow, like I wonder. I already believe that there's obviously an encyclopedia worth of things that men and women do not understand about each other relationship wise. But I also was like, damn, like maybe what if a lot of women do want that right now? Like they want their mans, you get what I'm saying, to like go do stuff like with them. Like I don't know. But let's watch this video, and I want you to just give me your raw reaction to after. Okay, so there we go.
Lady, she could do this with your man. I took my girl to get her nails in because she's been asking me. And one thing you know about relationships, the happier your girl is, the happier you gonna be. But now it's the doctor's turn. You feel what I'm saying? I told her she could lead the way, and whatever she get, we gonna get matching sets. Why not? The bow was kind of crazy, but I had no option. And don't be mad at the doctor. Be mad at yourself, because our nails look good. Shit, man.
So what do you think about that?
I get what you said when you said maybe some girls want they dude to go get their nails done with them. I hear that, but I mean you can go in there and get like they offer like stuff for men like the clear polish, get your nails
right, and a lot of guys do that.
Yeah, I've done that plenty of times. Getting a full set. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on this. Like, all right, cool. If you want to do it, if you're the type of dude to do it, that's cool. But I believe that men, especially masculine men, right, and women, feminine women, are created. We're equal but different. We're not supposed to be doing the same thing that they do. You know what I mean? We're here to do different things. Like we're not supposed like. So if you want to do it, if that's the things you're into, cool. But don't expect like people to look at you as a masculine man if you're going out there doing the things that feminine women are doing. You understand?
Let me ask you this:
that's my take on it.
What is a masculine man? Like, what is the definition of a masculine man?
I mean, it's I guess more traditional, like doing the more traditional things, like. So a masculine man, let's say, I mean, he's not gonna get his nails painted just like a woman. Like okay, so I'm looking at the dude on the screen. That's not the same dude, right?
No, this is just I'm just gonna put up red. I found a couple pictures of like dudes and celebrities that do it. So
I feel like that is a different story because you don't. I mean, what that's like fire emojis on his fingernails and shit like that. That's like just being a little different.
More masculine. That's like more.
Yeah, I would say like it's like him doing him. I don't see that like but the one with the dude, it looked like he had the whole set, like just like kind of like
Yeah,
what girls do, like you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he had to
Like,
get what his girl. That was the plan. He had to get what his girl got, so
yeah,
she
yeah,
got
yeah,
that. So he
yeah.
was like, "Yo, I gotta get this shit." Like,
So we not supposed to do, not supposed to, because you can do anything you want regardless. Like it is what it is. But
right, right,
I don't think we're put here to do the same exact thing that women do. Like
right.
I feel like let them do their thing, and we do ours. It's just worked like that for years, like on top of years. You know what I mean?
Right. So I guess some people's or some guys like that do this, their argument would be like, why is getting your nails painted strictly a woman thing? Like, why is it,
Yeah,
and I understand that. And like,
I get that argument.
right. And my take on it is like, I feel like if you have everybody has their reason for everything, right? And sometime even if maybe people subconsciously really don't have a reason. And I think the people that don't have a reason or they can't explain it, they're just doing it because they've seen other people doing it, or they're doing it because somebody like A$AP Rocky does it, or Drake does it, or Lil Yachty does it, and then they're like, oh well, because what I see a lot on the internet. On a side note, when people of any, particularly with rappers or like in the Black community, when people might have a problem with it, when they do something outlandish, like let's take, for example, NBA YoungBoy having 11 kids and saying that he is somehow not into fatherhood. When they do stuff like that or say stuff like that and people challenge it, the people that worship these kind of people will come and say, oh, they rich, but they got money. You broke. So how, you know what I'm saying? Like so we seem to live with that's the argument. So it's like we're in this culture where it's like we choose anybody who we see as financially wealthy or financially better than us. Whatever they do is okay, and we shouldn't question it, or we shouldn't wonder about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is really, ignorant in a way. And I would also argue that it's ignorant to just do things or wait to do things until you feel someone else did it, which makes you comfortable. You get what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? Because I feel there's maybe some guys who always wanted to get their nails painted. You know what I mean? And maybe they were like, nah, I can't because because for example, like me and you, we had a time period we went to a all boys school, right? And and I don't know about you, but I always tell people, out of every school I ever went to, that all boys school was probably the most like toughest, roughest. You know what I'm saying? Because toxic masculinity is a real thing, and men will be harder on each other over things like this. You get what I'm saying? So I know if you had walked into Mount St. Michael in 2000, what was that when we were going to like 05 or something, or like maybe 03, 04. If you walked into Mount St. Michael in 04 with your nails like that, you was probably leaving with your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't just gonna go home. So but again, all of that just falls back on like toxic masculinity and men having these things like, oh, this should strictly be for men and this should strictly be for women, and that I don't subscribe to that. That I don't really like. But again, my issue is people that do things just because they saw their favorite celebrity do it, or just because 10 other people finally did it and they're like, okay, now I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that is such a weird thing to me. Like I remember ninth grade and stuff like at Central, and like wearing skinny jeans. Like I was one of those people that went into Hot Topic and bought my, was one of the first people that felt like I was ready to rock super skinny jeans at school. And I remember that being like, whoa, like people really was like, and obviously I wasn't the only person that was doing it, but the very small group of people that did was very much frowned upon. And then 3-4 years later, everybody's wearing skinny jeans. You get what I'm saying? Same with Hollister. When I worked at Hollister and Abercrombie in 9th, 10th grade, all the more like, more ethnically like black kids were like, oh, you a sellout, you a white, why you wearing white clothes? By 12th grade, only the hood kids was wearing Hollister. Like the rest of us weren't even wearing that shit no more. And just the hood kids were like, buy it out. So I don't know. I feel like our culture is heavily dependent on like, oh, I'm not doing something until other people do it, and that's my issue.
No, that's true. That's true. Nah, I can definitely respect that, but with specifically the painting of the nails, like I said, I mean,
Right.
I feel like there's, like you said, there's some people who do it just to kind of express themselves, like in a way, like them being different. That's cool. Like I can respect that, but I feel like some of them, they just, like you said, they do it to copy, and sometimes I don't know, it's weird. It's like they're stealing the women's culture to take off with it, like kind of like go viral or something with it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy you said that, because that was one of my feelings about it from when it kind of first started, was like, there's a trend where women will do something that they've been doing for years and years, and it's been that way, like even taking like rocking purses or like rocking big like shopping bags and stuff like that. Like, you know, you walk around New York City right now, almost every guy, including me, I rock a tote bag sometimes, or I had a I had 2 Telfar bags at one point. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like women will do things for years, and it's just part of womanhood and what women do. And then as soon as men start doing it, it's like, oh, like this big old, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I was a woman, I would be kind of resentful of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is it that when men do something, it's this big thing, and it's something that we've been doing, you know?
That's pretty much what I was getting to with the, like, kind of with men, like, yo, let's do what we do, and let the women have their stuff. Let them do what they do. If you're gonna paint your nails, do it in your way, type deal. Like, right. Express yourself in that way. Don't try and be like a woman. Like, leave that to the woman, or a feminine woman. If I gotta be specific for all those out there, you know what I mean? So, because I mean, if you're a man, like, and you know, the feminine type man, and you want to paint your nails like a woman, then go ahead, do you, like. But if you're a man that, you know, presents himself like a masculine man and things like that, then just express it your way. Don't try and do it like a woman. You understand?
Exactly. For sure. And yeah, man, I mean, I wanted to get the lady, you know, the ladies aren't really, well, Rachel's in there, or Rachel's not, she's busy. She's watching.
Rachel knocked out. She's
okay. I know. That's why it's our fault. We started late. But yeah, I did want to get the ladies' opinions on, you know, if they would be cool with their man going to get their nails, or going with them.
I think I know Rachel's answer. I think I know Rachel's answer. She's gonna be like the clear coat. You know what I'm saying?
Clear coat.
Not pink. I mean, maybe if I, like, you know, like a little design would be cool. Like, you know, kind of like how people tattoo themselves, but tattoos on fingernails. That'll be dope. I don't think that'll be serious, but I'm looking at Drake's hands right now. I don't think that would fly. That's
yeah.
You know
I wouldn't do that one. And that's another thing. Like you said, maybe I just haven't seen a set yet that I think I would be comfortable wearing. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh God, I don't know. There's just so much aspects of life and family, because like, I don't even want to know what my father would. I'm pretty sure he would just assault me. He'd probably just hit me, like just straight up just go at me. I remember when I was in 10th grade, my mom took me to get my ear pierced that clears my I think it was my left, whichever was remember there was like one was gay if you got that, whatever. I don't even remember.
I forgot about that one. I remember I used to. Oh yeah, if you got that ear pierce, if you got that one ear pierce, you gay.
That's the gay ear, and that's I don't even know how that was determined. But
there's a gay ear and there's a non-gay ear.
Yeah, but I remember like I wanted to do, like most of us, I wanted to do both at the same time and just get them done. And my mom was like, we'll do one at a time. Like, I'll take you to do one, and then we'll see how that goes. And I remember my dad, like, he didn't like snap or get violent or nothing, but he was just like, why the freak would you take him to go do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, questioning me, like, why do you want your ear pierced? And, you know, in that, I think is like almost every man has his damn ear pierced these days, even if they don't have because mine's is still pierced. I just don't have studs in, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, so to see the code like that being a thing back then, and then now men are actually walking around getting their nails done is so crazy. Like, it just shows you the shift of how, you know, how things have turned. Yeah.
That's true though, because no men. I mean, but there was still some men getting their ear pierced. Because around that time, let's say like the 90s, Michael Jordan rocked the earring in his ear. You know?
Yeah, he had the one, the hoop. But yeah, even that, I think for men at the time, especially the hoop was all right. Like if you had the little one hoop, then it was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, they did not want to see you with them two studs in, bro. Like just see the you know, the fake diamond. But back when we was in high school, it wasn't real diamonds. It was the fucking cubic zirconium that you got from the little stand in the mall. But
I feel like the nail, the whole set on the nails is like a different, it's like a different level of copying a woman's style. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially this Drake picture. This Drake picture is like pushing the, pushing the, and the one, and the New York dude, the one that he did with his girl.
Yeah,
that was
his
OD. But the other pictures that you showed, they're kind of straight. It just looked like they just, you know, doing some creative stuff. You know what I mean? Like they're expressing their creativity through that, which is cool. Which is cool to me. But this Drake one is just, I feel like he just did that for clout, like to go viral and specifically did pink nails for that.
No, absolutely, yeah.
That looks like a woman's hand.
Yeah, that's his. But yeah, and Drake, you know, in general, Drake I think is kind of a follow fashion kind of person. And he's one of those people who's kind of the leaders of the do it after they do it and they make it cool, then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But
true,
you know, to each his own. I'm definitely not one of those people. I don't believe in like, if you play with dolls, you're gay, or if you have your earrings in the right ear, you're gay. If you get your nails done, you're gay. Like I think it's a real immature mindset to think someone's sexuality is based off of how they present themselves externally. You know what I'm saying? Because like we was talking about Lil Nas last week, neither one of us believe he's gay, and he's very flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he wants to be. So I don't know. It's all perspective, and I think it's all a lot of mental stuff. But